Hello, it's Risa coming to you live on Friday for Heart to Heart Conversation. So happy to be with you today. Please type in, say hello if you're here with me live, or if you're on the recording. Today is a powerful message for you, my darlings. I know it's a new year, and I have three really powerful shifts in perspective that you can make right now. This is for you. If you are just feeling kind of stuck, feeling frustrated, and you're all just really struggling with whatever challenges you're having in your relationship right now. You ready? Here we go. Take a breath. And I know it's easy to just get so embroiled in everything that's in our face and that's going on, and focusing on our partner and everything that's not working. And it's just creating so much heartache and so much frustration and difficulty. And so I want to invite you right now, just take a breath. And we're going to just take a step back. Right? Sometimes we get so involved and so embroiled, it's hard to see the forest through the trees, you know what I mean? So let's take a breath and just for now, just for a minute, can we just imagine, just like step back, let's just set it all down just for a minute, just take a big step back. And would you be open to hearing three powerful shifts in your perspective that you can make right now to be able to feel better and to be able to move ahead more powerfully, to find the clarity, the real true clarity that you need to be able to make the decisions that are right for you, so you can be happy no matter what you decide. Does that sound good? Type in yes in the comments right now if you would like to receive three powerful shifts in your perspective that you can make right now, right here in the next few minutes. All right, take a breath. Number one is, we have the tendency to think about, like, why is this happening to me, and just feeling like we're sort of a victim in this situation. So this is the first shift. If you feel like that, if you can relate to that, type in and let me know if that feels like a familiar feeling to you. It's just like, I just feel stuck. It's like if you're, you keep hoping he'll change, and you just feel kind of powerless, and like you just, you're kind of spinning your wheels. So that's the first shift in perspective. Instead of maybe being in that mindset of, why is this happening to me? The shift is, what is this here to teach me right now? What is it that I have an opportunity to learn about myself right now from whatever is going on in this relationship? I always say the relationship, it's really like a mirror. It's an opportunity for us to grow and come into better alignment and loving relationship with ourselves. So that's the first shift in perspective. Just, would you be open to thinking about, what is my opportunity that's here right now for me to learn, to come into better relationship with myself. Yeah. And so that's it. It's like as long as we're sitting around waiting for that other person to change, trying to control or fix or change, and like, we just don't have control over other people. So that's number two. Instead of trying to get that other person to be different, is we have to sort of bring our focus back to ourselves and look at, okay, how do I want to choose how to respond to this situation? And so it's really, can you see how, like, we're really taking responsibility? We're really taking responsibility for ourselves. I'll tell you, when I was, a long time ago, when I was like in my 20s, I used to go to a lot of personal growth and spiritual development workshops, and they said to us, you are 100% responsible for your experience in life. And I was like, that was sort of a new idea. I was like, oh, really? That's interesting, because it doesn't really feel like that. But maybe because we just don't have the tools or the support, we need to understand how to really manage our thoughts and process our feelings, so we don't always feel like we're in control of how we want to choose to respond. But the truth is that it is within our power. It's always within our power to choose. And so that sort of brings us to the third shift, is just really understanding that whatever's going on in your relationship right now, if you are unhappy, if you're just feeling really triggered emotionally with whatever it is that's going on, we call that triggers as treasures. And so again, it's just being able to look within ourselves, and it's an opportunity to do that deeper healing work of like, what is it in me? What is in me that's getting triggered? And I'll tell you something, it is our responsibility. It's our responsibility to handle how we feel and to get the support we need to be able to do that deeper healing work with ourselves, and to just, to just be loving, for now, just to notice, like, what is it in me, and to be able to sit in love and compassion with yourself and notice whatever it is that's coming up, and just be gentle with yourself and be compassionate, because there's good reasons why we have these patterns running. Most of us, it really comes down to, like, the root of all our challenges is it's really not about that other person. It's not about the relationship. It's really about our own relationship with ourselves. That's what I learned through all my experience being married to a man who struggled with alcoholism and depression. I finally realized, like, wow, this is like all my frustration, all my pain was, I just didn't even realize how much I was depending on him for my sense of security, my ability to feel loved and approved of, when it was really my own that I need. So I invite you to just take another breath and just know it's okay. Like, we all have our stuff, we all have our sort of patterns, these deeper patterns of what might be called codependency, or whatever you want to call it. It's just like we're looking to that other person for something. This is the question I invite you to ask yourself. Am I looking to my partner to fill something in me that first I really need to fill myself? And that's not to say that you can't have, that we all want love, we all want approval, we all want that, other person to complement our life and add to it. But I always say, it's like we're the cake, and the relationship's the icing on the cake. And so we first have to have a very nice, fulfilling, tasty cake with our own relationship with ourselves. That's what I always say. And, unless we're in right relationship with ourselves, no relationship's ever going to be right. Even if your partner was showing up for you, the kind of the way that you wanted to them, that's not their responsibility. It's ours. That's our responsibility, our own happiness. So this is the key. These 3 key shifts in perspective is, one, what, instead of why is this happening to me, what is my opportunity? What is this here to teach me? What is my opportunity for growth and healing right now? And instead of trying to make that other person be different and change them and control them, which only creates greater frustration and resentment on both people's parts, because nobody likes that. And that's my definition of suffering, trying to control stuff we don't have control over. I know, because I did that for a lot of years. And so it's just, again, bringing our attention back onto ourselves and choosing, what am I learning from this? And how do I want to choose to respond? Knowing I am 100% responsible for how I feel. It's my responsibility to handle how I feel. And that word responsibility, I feel like it has negative connotations sometimes, right? But if you think about it, what does it mean? It's the ability to respond, which to me feels very empowering. And I would much rather take responsibility for myself and feel empowered and be willing to look at what is it in me that's getting triggered. That's number 3. This understanding the triggers really are treasures. And that does honestly require some support. This is the transformational life coaching work that I've done with myself, that I receive coaching on, that I love to help all my beautiful clients with, is to be able to do this deeper healing work. So like I said, we all have our stuff. We all have these patterns, these deeper patterns that are running, that are causing us to maybe be accepting unacceptable behavior or feeling overly responsible for other people. Just like I said, asking ourselves that question, am I looking to that person to fill something in me that I first need to be giving myself? And it's usually it. There's a lot of reasons. Just our background, our patterns, our attachment styles, the way we're even taught culturally is just two halves don't make a whole. And so I did open up one spot in my calendar if you feel like you would like some support in being able to look at what is the root of the struggles that you're experiencing in a relationship. If you feel like you're ready to get some support and doing some of the deeper healing work that's really at the root of all the struggles, I'm going to put a link into the comments for a complimentary Lasting Love Breakthrough session. And I only have one spot I opened up next week, but if you're ready for support, then I would be my honor to just be able to give you a little bit of reflection, some clarity. We'll look at, just talk about what's going on, what are the challenges you're experiencing, and help you get clear on what it is you want and what are going to be the most important things that you need to focus on to be able to move ahead, to get that clarity that you need. So go ahead and click that link if you are that person that is ready for some more support, and give this a thumbs up if it was helpful for you today. So take one more breath and just remember these 3 questions. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? We want to ask, what is this here to teach me? What can I learn from this? 2, instead of focusing on trying to control or change that other person, we want to ask ourselves, how do I want to choose to respond? And 3 is just asking ourselves, knowing it's our responsibility to handle how we feel, understanding those places we're getting triggered are just places within us that need our own love and approval and healing. And so the question that you can start to ask yourself is, am I looking to that other person to fill something in me that I first need to be giving myself? All right, my darlings, click that link if I can be of more support. Take one more breath. Remember, anytime you're feeling just really in the thick of it, you can always take a step back, put your hands on your heart. Just take some deep breaths, take a step back, get that wider perspective, just zoom out. And I always like to tell you, like, a bottom line go-to question anytime you're really struggling, if you're feeling any negative emotion, you can just always ask yourself the question, what do I need to do right now to just take care of myself? Right? Maybe I need to go outside, go for a walk. Maybe I need to rest. Maybe I need to just put my hands on my heart and breathe for a minute. All right, sending you lots of love and clarity and support. Click that link if I can be of help to you. Give this a thumbs up if it was helpful. Please type in any questions, comments, things to share. I'll be going back to look for those. All right, babies, I love you. Happy New Year. This is going to be our year. Let's make it a good one. Let's, like, you deserve to be happy. And so do I. And so let's figure out how we can make that happen. So you get the clarity you need to be able to move ahead. You don't need to stay stuck in something you're unhappy with. So go ahead and click that link if you want some support in getting it figured out. In the meantime, take good care of you. And, be gentle. Love yourself up today. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.